chatting to Pit Botha about his runners for Hollywood Bets Kenilworth on Wednesday, the 31st of January. Pit, thank you so much for your time. You are sending out 4 runners on the day, kicking off with race 3, the 1600 metre maiden plate. You're sending out Jovil, a 3-year-old Pomodoro gelding. Got 5 starts under the belt already. He was close third at Jovil over the mile in October. Had a little bit of a break. You're sending him out in blinkers again. He's got Keenan Stain on board and the 14 draw. Tell us a little bit about this guy.
He had a little break, and he needed it and needed some time to strengthen up and all that, which he has. And this is pretty much just like a comeback run for him. So he hasn't galloped or anything like that, and more than likely going to need the run. And we just want to see him, drop out and run on very well. So whether he can run on into the money, it would be great. But we don't have any high expectations for him on Wednesday.
Okey-doke. Race 5 is a 1400 metre Class 4 country championship. You're sending out Tyrian Lannister, the 3-year-old Royal Mo Colt. Got the 8 draw, 58.5 to shoulder, and Keenan Stain on board. So he broke his maiden over 12.50 at Jovil last October. His last 2 starts have been over a bit shorter, so you're putting him back up in trip here.
Yeah, his last 2 starts, we just wanted to try and get him to switch off and run on nicely, which he did quite well. And we're very happy with him, and now time to start going over a better trip again. Unfortunately, didn't get the greatest of draws, and he's very, very well within himself, working very well, and we're expecting him to run a very good race. But he's just going to need a bit of luck from that draw. Hopefully, if they go a good enough pace, he'll be able to run on very well and contest the finish. But a lot's going to depend on the running of the race. So a horse that you've got to include in all your bets is just not a horse that you can go very short on.
Super. And then in race 7, you've got 2 on the card, starting out with Janeiro. It's a 1200 metre Class 5 country championship. It's a mixed field, so you've got fillies and geldings and some older horses as well. So Janeiro is a 3-year-old Oratorio filly. She's got the 3 draw, 52.5, and Anthony Andrews on board. She won her maiden over 1400 metres at Kenilworth last July. She has been tried over further, and she just sort of seems to be struggling for that post-maiden win. So you're bringing her down in trip here. She's also got a nice galloping weight. How's she doing?
Yeah, she's doing very well. Her last run you can just ignore. She had a mishap in the pens, and it didn't go so well. But she's a filly that's been over racing a little bit, and that's the reason for bringing her back in trip, just to start over with her and try and get her to do things right, settle and run on. She's very well, and I think she's going to run a very nice race. Whether she can win it or not is questionable, but I do believe that she's a filly that's going to run very well, just going on her work and well-being at the moment. She's very well and in a very nice space.
Lovely. And then she's joined by stablemate Beneath the Moon, a 4-year-old United States filly. She's got the 9 draw, 57.5, and Keenan Stain on board. So she won her maiden over a mile at Kenilworth in July. You've been trying her over shorter recently. What are you expecting from her on Wednesday?
Look, she's a filly that we're struggling a bit with. She's completely over racing and doing everything wrong. I think she's just not in a very good space, and we were trying to just get her to learn to settle a little bit and finish her racing. I put in 1,000 meters last time, hoping that she would be run off her feet and then finish the race, but she just never got into the race. It was way too quick for her, and she really just stayed on all the way. So now we're just going a little bit further, and hopefully she'll be more a part of the race and be able to run a decent race. I don't really have high hopes for her. I wouldn't be surprised, just because she's run well over the 1200 before when we did the same thing, brought her back in distance, and she surprised us that day and ran a very good race. So pretty much hoping for the same thing, but I think this race it could just be maybe a little bit strong for her over this type of distance. So really, it's just about her learning to do things right and finish her races off well.
Give her a good experience on the day.
That's it. Yeah, she must just come back sound and happy and have a good experience.
Lovely. Well, Pet, thank you so much, and have a good day at the races.
Thank you so much.